Happy Friday, Stampin' friends. Thank you for joining me today. It's already Friday, I can't believe it. I'm looking forward to a nice, calm, relaxing weekend, and the boys are gonna be paintballing, so I'm gonna just lock myself in my craft room, and I am gonna dig into the Cozy Craft Retreat projects. I can't wait to start playing with some of my new Christmas products. And speaking of, I do have some kits left. So I always like to just give a little shout out in case you're interested. Now remember, you will get everything that the in-person gets in the mail, and I can ship those out to you, and you'll get the prizes and the little gifts and the PDF instructions. And so it just is a fun crafting time that you and your friends can do in the comfort of your own home. I'm so sorry it sold out fast. I mean, I'm happy about that, but I'm sorry for those who maybe wanted to come in person, but it sold out right away. And then make sure you check out the information on it. I'll post it on my Facebook and on my blog, so you can look there for the links. We have been getting some crazy monsoon weather here. If you're not familiar with that, that's our crazy time of year when we actually get rain in Arizona. I'm from the Midwest, and we get a lot of rain there. In fact, sometimes too much. But in Arizona, it is few and far between that we see rain. So when it rains, I actually go outside and videotape it. I know that sounds funny, but we hardly ever see it, and I just like to smell it, and I love the sound of thunder. So we've been getting that weather, but that's good for me here because it forces me to stay inside and get some work done around here because I have a lot ahead of me to work on, but it's all good and it's all fun. Well, today's projects features some more peach products, and I love doing themed gifts, so that's why I'm sharing these with you. Plus, it kind of promotes my peach, Sweet as a Peach class to go for July, and so there's going to be another project for that. Remember, I do Facebook Lives on Tuesday and Friday mornings at 9 o'clock Arizona time, so be sure to join me each week for more creative fun. Let's get started with today's project. Today's project is featuring the Sweet as Peach stamp set again, and I think you're really going to get a kick out of today's project. It's going to coordinate with the other ones that I've done. So I want to remind you that the class to go is Sweet as a Peach for July, and here's a little snippet of all the projects. There are 5 projects in this class to go, and then the pricing on this is $70, and you will receive the Sweet as a Peach stamp set and the dies, and then also the You're a Peach Designer Series paper and pale papaya and white 1/2-inch ribbon. You will also get the 5 make and takes, and the PDF instructions will be emailed to you, and the deadline is approaching. It'll be on July 20th, which is next Tuesday. So when we're done with all these videos on the Sweet as a Peach class to go, you're going to have a few extra little things that if you want to do a themed gift, you're going to have lots of little goodies to put in that little basket or whatever. You know what? That would be a cute idea. I should get a little basket to wrap all these up in when I'm done. So just so you can get a better look at this stamp set, whoops, there was a die that just rolled across my table. This is a stamp set. Look at all these sayings. We use that stamp set at my Creative U this month. And so if you put a $35 order or more in, you're going to get the make and take that goes with this stamp set. So remember, if you want to participate in Creative U each month, all you have to do is put that order in by the 10th of each month, and you'll receive the free 3 projects that we make. This is in kit form. You will also get a PDF for that, and these are free. This is my way of thanking you for ordering, and you just have to use this host code up here. All right, so let's get on with today's project. You will need a 9-inch by 2-inch piece of Designer Series paper. I chose the one with the darker background and lots of peaches on here. Now there is a right side up, so I want you to make sure that the peaches are going the right direction, and then you are going to score it at 4 inches and 5 inches on the long side. All right, so you can go ahead and fold on those score lines. And then we are going to take one of our punches. I love this one because it makes it into a tag, and it's called the Delightful Tag Topper, and that will slide right in there, and you go until you can't move it anymore. First of all, make sure that it's opened. It closes like this so it stores nicely on a shelf, but when you open it, it will allow more room in the back for you to slide through. So make sure it hits the back wall, and then just punch, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. It is symmetrical, and punch. And get rid of scraps. All right, now as I said, remember there's a right side and a wrong side. So if I go this way, the peaches are going to be upside down. So make sure you get it the right way. All right, now I want you to grab a pencil and a ruler, and let me grab my ruler. We're gonna mark, okay, so there's 2 folds here. Fold on the front side, and I want you to mark up 1 1/8 inch, and just kind of guess where the middle is once you go up here, and just make a pencil mark, like a little dot where that is. Doesn't have to be perfect in the middle, but just make it at 1 1/8. And now we are going to die cut a little circle here, and I chose this cute little circle. You'll see it better after I die cut it, and it's from Tasteful Labels die set. Oh, there's a lot of dies in that set, or if you have one similar shaped, but let me tell you about how round or how large it is. It's about a little over 1 1/8 in diameter. So let's die cut that. Now, just to review, I want to show you how I did this. This was right there in the circle, and then I lined up that dot with a pencil in the middle like that, and then I die cut it out. So it looks like that. All right, now the treat that's going to go in here is actually from Bath & Body Works, and it's a hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is still a popular item to put in a goodie bag, and look at how it lays. If you go up 1 1/8 inch, the Peach Bellini label will show through here. And the next thing we're going to do is take that really pretty ribbon, and remember this ribbon does come in the class to go, and so if you just kind of cut that at an angle, it's easier to feed through. We're just going to tie it in a pretty little bow here. There's really no trick to this. I'm a lefty, so to try to teach to do bows, I'm a little bit backwards. And then I just like to fluff out my bow a little bit. And then another thing that I like to do is I usually, when I have an item like this in here, I like to put some tape on the bottom because I don't like it to slide out. So you can either use sticky or tear tape. Let me just grab that here. I have some of that. And that way, I couldn't really make a box for this because if I would have made a box, you would not be able to see that little, you know, the box would have covered up that little label thing. And if you want, you could put an acetate in there, but I'm just going to make this a fast and easy thing project so that you can whip these out. And just remove that and then stick that right in the middle here. That's good, and then it won't fall out. See. All right, now we just need one little sentiment, and let me grab the stamp set again because there's some tiny little ones, and oh, I just love the font. It's just clean and simple, but they're super tiny. They're only like 1/4 of an inch, if even that tall. And look at this tiny little die that comes with the peach set. It's super tiny. Now, some of our dies you can die cut and then stamp on them, but this one I promise you, you cannot because it is so tiny. You will, if you punch it out, you're going to probably go downhill or uphill. It is so hard to get it right in this line. So the moral of the story is stamp it first on your Whisper or your basic white paper and then die cut it out. So I have a couple sentiments. I couldn't decide. I did It's Your Day and Let's Celebrate You. I wasn't sure who I'm giving this to or the occasion, but I can easily change this out. And then you're going to want to get your, I'm digging for my teeny tiny dimensionals, and then my pick tool, and just flip it over. And I may have to, yeah, I have a couple that are halfsies here. Whoops, I have the wrong end on this one. That's my scoring tool. Well, I'll just get this one. And oops, I was going to use the half size because these are so tiny. And let me see, I'm only going to put, I'll put 2 on. I'll do Let's Celebrate You. And I'm not going to put it symmetrical. I like things off-centered a little bit. So once I get 2 of those on, then I'm going to show you where I'm going to place it. And I want to, you could put it right smack in the middle, but I like things off a little bit. So I'm just going to hike it over to the right a little bit, and it'll just bring a little bit of interest to this little tag. There we have it. So let me pull in all the things. Here's the bundle that you're going to get in the class. There's 4 cards, 4 envelopes, plus the little acetate box, and you'll make a belly band. Have a peachy day. And then this is a candy treat that my last video was on. It says sweet as a peach. And now here's our hand sanitizer. And you guys, I have one more thing that's going to go with this. So be sure and watch next week on Tuesday. And I have one more item to complete this set just in time for the deadline. And then you will be all set to go. These are just easy little add-ons that you can make because you have all the products if you get the class to go. Again, if you see anything that you like, please use my host code when ordering. I will post my my website after on my Facebook page so that you can find where to order from. And I hope to see you again next weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you again for joining me today. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.